Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Before I begin, here are my disclaimers. Today I am going to give you an update about Scholastic CORP quarterly report. Scholastic Corporation offers a diverse range of businesses and services that cater to children's educational needs. The company provides children's book publishing and distribution, digital and audiobooks media, and interactive products through school reading events and trade channels, school-based book clubs, and book fairs, original publications, including popular series like Harry Potter and the Hunger Games, licensed properties such as Peppa Pig and Pokémon, educational materials and programs for classrooms, classroom magazines, print and online reference and nonfiction products, consulting services, film and television content development, production, distribution, and licensing, international book publishing and distribution in English, Hindi, and French languages, supplemental educational materials, including professional books for teachers. These businesses and services are distributed through various channels, including direct sales to schools and libraries, retail stores, and the Internet. The significant increase in Scholastic Corp stock price by 42.54% in 2025 can be attributed to several key news events. The company's strong fiscal second quarter earnings beat, where adjusted EPS of $2.57 surpassed analyst estimates, drove a 9% jump in shares. Additionally, the affirmation of higher fiscal 2025 outlook and strategic initiatives, including potential sale-leaseback transactions, contributed to a rise in shares. Although slightly preceding the past year definition, strong third-quarter earnings reported in September 2024 likely set a positive tone for the subsequent period, further boosting investor confidence. These events collectively led to the notable increase in Scholastic Corp stock price. The primary drivers of revenue growth for a company can be attributed to several key factors. Firstly, the increase in sales of digital products has contributed significantly to revenue growth, with a 15% rise compared to the same period last year. Additionally, growth in international markets has also played a crucial role, with a 10% increase in revenue. The children's book publishing and distribution segment has seen significant growth due to increased trade channel revenues from new releases in popular series such as Dog Man, Hunger Games, and Harry Potter. The international segment has also experienced higher sales in major markets, driven by the release of Dog Man No. 14. On the other hand, primary drivers of revenue decline include a decrease in sales of print books, which have dropped 8% compared to the same period last year. Delayed or reduced school funding has resulted in lower sales of supplemental programs, while lower production and distribution revenues have also contributed to the decline. Net income and profit margins. A shift in favor. The financial summary reveals a mixed picture of net income and profit margins. For the 3 months ended November 30, 2025, net income saw an increase of $7.1 million to $55.9 million, while for the 6 months it declined by $1.5 million to minus $15.2 million. Profit margins also showed a positive trend. The operating income margin rose by 0.2 percentage points to 14.9%, and the net income margin increased by 1.2 percentage points to 10.1%. These improvements can be attributed to lower inbound freight costs, operational efficiencies, cost-saving initiatives, and higher revenues in key markets. The company's operating cash flow, a mixed picture. A review of the financial summary reveals conflicting statements regarding the company's operating cash flow. While some sections indicate a negative operating cash flow, others suggest that the company is generating positive cash flow. Specifically, 2 instances state that the company has a net cash used in operating activities, while 3 other instances claim that it is producing positive operating cash flow. This inconsistency makes it difficult to determine whether the company is indeed generating positive or negative operating cash flow. The company's debt level has experienced fluctuations over the past year. Initially, it decreased slightly from $627.2 million to $658.7 million between May and November 2025. However, a more significant increase was observed from $256.2 million to $280.6 million, with no further change as of November 30, 2025. In terms of interest expenses, the company benefited from a decrease in interest rates from 6.8% to 5.7% between November 2024 and November 2025. Nevertheless, interest expenses increased significantly for the 3 months ended November 30, 2025, rising from $4.9 million to $5.6 million. The financial performance of the company varied across different segments and regions. The children's book publishing and distribution segment stood out as a top performer, with revenue reaching $1.2 billion and operating income of $150 million. Internationally, the segment saw significant growth, increasing revenues by $3.3 million in Q2 and $5.7 million in 6 months. In terms of regions, the UK, Australia, and New Zealand performed well, with local currency revenues increasing in both the quarter and 6-month periods. However, some segments and regions struggled. The Education Solutions segment saw a decline in revenue growth by -19% and a decrease of $9 million for the quarter and $24.6 million for 6 months. The Entertainment segment also experienced a decline in revenue, decreasing by $1.7 million to $15.1 million for Q3 and $4.7 million to $28.7 million for 6 months. Canada was another region that underperformed, with local currency revenues decreasing by $1.1 million 6 months due to lower book clubs and book fairs channel sales. Management is optimistic about the company's outlook, citing sufficient liquidity to fund ongoing operations. They plan to use cash from operating activities to pay down debt, reinvest in existing businesses, and make strategic acquisitions or asset purchases. The company's seasonal business model will continue to be a challenge, but management is confident in their ability to manage it effectively. The company has a history of returning value to its shareholders through both dividend payments and share buybacks. In recent years, it has paid out significant amounts in dividends, totaling $21.6 million over 2 fiscal periods. Additionally, the company has authorized an increase in share buyback capacity and has actively repurchased common stock, demonstrating its commitment to maximizing shareholder value. That concludes the financial summary for Scholastic CORP. Feel free to comment below, and I will be happy to answer them when possible.